Greetings fans, hyperfans and people lost looking for videos of Cat on YouTube. Today's video is, I'd say, live from AA, but none of us are feeling particularly live at the moment. It's actually the pre-con on Thursday. This video is being brought to you by Sainsbury's Basic Instant Noodles and the Travelodge Hotel. I turned up pretty early today. I got to the Birmingham Hilton Metropole at about 11:30, sat in the bar while everyone else turned up for the pre-con. I really like that slow build-up to a convention. I like the excitement of leaving the real world behind and going into con mode. Quite early on, I met fellow Full Metal hero Razatron, who hails from Canada and has indeed brought a little souvenir of the great British colony of Canada. I sat and chatted to lots of people. I will probably put a link to video channels and Twitter accounts underneath. My partner turned up about 10 o'clock, just in time for the Secret Santa present swapping thing, which was kind of a good idea, organised by Trish, who is the organiser's wife, and had this idea that everybody brings in a present that costs them under £10, is Transformers related, and you just swap it as a way of getting to know people. And yeah, we swapped and we got to know people, and I got given this. Do I review it now? Tom made me do it. This is Beast Wars Ripclaw, a toy that I'd actually even looked at a couple of days before AA and thought, do I want this? No, I'll wait till after the convention, see if I've got any money left. Packaging is pretty standard, bubble fronted, stuck to the cardboard. Ripclaw Predacon logo there, very shiny under my camera's light. No other figures in the range, stickers, labels, etc. Multi-language backing, no bio, snapping siphon claw, which in German is Snapclara. Italian, I'm not gonna do this all the way through. Okay, so let's get it out the package and see what she looks like. These are what enslave the people of Cybertron, not the Decepticons' lust for power, nor the Autobots' lust for justice. It's these little paper ties. So let's have a look at what you actually get in the packaging. You have one exceptionally large instruction sheet, which, unlike the American single language version, doesn't come with the little bits of story, so there's absolutely no reason for you to pause this to read anything. Nice little Predacon logo on there though. And of course Ripclaw herself. Now, they've pretty much used every female stereotype that they can do in the Transformers line. Black Arachnia was a woman of easy virtue. Arcee has been that sort of plucky, young, damaged female warrior type. And Ripclaw is a mummy. She is sort of a progenitor of other Predacons, and there has to be more to her than that. This character design is actually originally been used as Circuit, who was one of the forged early experiments by Shockwave. I haven't read enough of the comics to comment on them, so let's forget character and just look at the toy. This is a really nice, gorgeous little teal and maroon dragon. The teal has a yellow swirl pattern in it, which means no two figures are going to be identical. Paint apps, they've got yellow glow on the legs, details on the head, really nice Predacon symbol on the chest. Oh, there's actually some green swirled in on the red on the wings. The tail is actually a set of plastic armour over a rubber base band, and if you unplug it from there, that gives it a lot more thrashability. This plastic hasn't had a good history. It tends to get stuck in certain set directions, as you can see from the front. It's already curling off to one side the way it's been in the package. And also, the top of the head is the same material, sort of squishy. The bottom jaw, where actually all the big fangs are, is hard plastic. You have articulation on the head, with it being on a ball joint, opening and closing mouth. Front legs, ball joint at the top, swivel and backwards bending knee, and a little bit of foot swivel. Same on the other side. Back legs, swivel at this first knee, swivel at this second knee, foot's on a ball joint, hip is on a ball joint, a little bit hindered by the top part of that leg. Wings flap independently, tail joint at the base, and as I showed you before, unplug that, separate these sections off a little, and it's pretty much any direction you want it to. And the claw mechanism opens, and little trigger there. Okay, so let's get her into robot mode and have a look at her there. So here you have Ripclaw in her. So here you have Ripclaw in her robot mode. She looks very much like a humanized version of the dragon that she. So here you have Ripclaw. So here you have Ripclaw. So here you have Ripclaw in her robot mode. It's very much an anthropomorphized version of her dragon form. The legs have an interesting double hinge where these knee pads become shin guards, and that pushes it more into a straight robot leg. Articulated at the feet, bend at the ankle, no turn, ball joint at the hip, again very much hampered by that outer shell. Arms are under these shoulder pads on a ball joint here, bend at the elbow, rotation at the forearm, and a little bit of in-out motion at the wrist. The head has a little bit of a swivel. It is a ball joint, but there's not a lot behind there. In fact, most of the time her head gets hidden inside this shell. Wings can still flap. Tail is completely unhindered or unchanged in transformation. Grimlock style dinosaur head stuck to the back. Accessory wise, her tail claw, which still works, that is actually on a 5mm peg and goes right through the end of her tail. And that can just be slid over at hand to give her a weapon arm. I've only ever seen pictures of this character with the weapon attached, and I was a little bit worried that the tail was going to become that arm, but no, you can take that weapon off, put it on, use it however. And again, that Predacon symbol is really nice in the middle of that gold metallicized chest. The gold metallicized plastic is again on the forearms, which have become the front claw storage space, and the back claws, which are now talons on her feet. No uber kibbly mess other than a little bit here, but that's kind of forgivable. Let's take that out of the hand. I've not actually had any dragon transformers before, so I don't have a lot to compare this to. Size-wise, that is a standard size credit card, because I've got nothing else to compare it to size-wise. Oh, or a plectrum. See, that goes pretty well there. And I am beginning to ramble. This is only the first day of 4 spent at Auto Assembly in Birmingham. I'm sure I will have more to show you over the next few days, so enjoy looking at her in all her sparkly glory. Would I recommend this toy? If you like dragons, and why wouldn't you? Yeah, she's very cool.